Yes, Rico.
Michael, it's that time of the week.
What?
Top 10 QBs from last Sunday.
All right.
Or last weekend.
Let's get into it. Let's go.
All right. At number 10, new to the list, didn't even think I would ever be saying his name, Marcus Mariota.
I'm leaving. Okay, this tells you if Marcus Mariota gave you a top 10 performance, your league is a quarterback problem.
Marcus Mariota. Just my God. I was as
Give me the
shocked
numbers.
as you.
Give me the
Marcus
numbers.
Mariota, 18 of 23 for 205 yards, 2 touchdowns in a win over the Panthers.
He's got a new attitude. All right,
At number 9, Jordan Love. 24 of 33, 220 yards, 3 touchdowns, but the INTs. He had 2 INTs.
I wouldn't have him on there. The picks are a problem, and they damn near lost the game because of him. And he missed a 50-50 ball that would have covered the spread second to last play of the game. So to hell with Jordan Love. Let's go to number 8.
Sam Darnold, 22 of 27. He had a touchdown. He had a pick. He also rushed the ball for 39 yards.
And he also had a complete miscommunication with his receivers on the biggest play of the game where 2 guys were lined up in the same damn spot on that third down. Guess what?
What he just said, folks.
But this was a bad week for quarterback play. Rico cannot be asked to make chicken salad out of chicken. Mm-hmm.
Right, because speaking of which, this guy put up big numbers, but once again, he had a lot of picks too. Baker Mayfield comes in at 7.
Oh, listen.
31 of 45, 370 yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 picks, and a loss to Baltimore.
And he lost both his top receivers.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Mike Evans early with the hamstring. Chris Godwin may be done forever. I mean, he's had a litany of leg injuries.
I'm damn near the final play of the game.
Yeah, and they're not supposed to serve candy canes. His leg is explosion.
Yeah.
I love Baker. I do.
Yeah, I would have put Baker last because he killed his receiver. It was his fault.
How dare you?
Wow.
How about some decorum?
Okay. At number 6,
Daniel Jones.
not Daniel Jones, but Mike, you'll probably be hitting that drop when I tell you this. 18 of 28 for 207 yards and 2 touchdowns in a win. Geno Smith.
Give it up. It's an impressive performance on the road in ATL. They blew their doors off. He did his job. He played clean. I'm not going to slander him. I look, I got it wrong. I thought he was done 2 years ago. Somehow he's still here.
Right.
And he always looks angry. It's like he hates everyone.
Maybe that's what fuels him.
Maybe.
The anger.
Maybe.
At number 5, Brock Purdy. No, I'm kidding.
Don't you dare. Don't you dare.
I was just saying if you were listening.
You dare. That POS.
26 of 37, 276 yards, 2 touchdowns in a loss to Jacksonville. Ladies and gentlemen, Drake May.
If you watch that game, you hate your family.
I was not watching
I
this in the audio room at the church this time. No.
No?
No way.
Wow.
What are you doing back there?
There's a system. There's
Nope.
David.
Nope.
Not doing it.
No.
Not doing it.
Yeah, he was passing his AV cable around.
All righty now. We're done.
Wasn't kid number 2 conceived in the AV room?
We're not doing this.
Is that why he's so smart?
Move on. Move on.
I think David
The
loves
Sabbath does not stop David.
Wait, where's the new drop about women?
No.
No.
No. Go next. Next. All right.
At number 4, this one's for you. 16 of 29, 264 yards, 2 touchdowns, and he ran one in. Ladies and gentlemen, fresh off the bench, but number 1 in your hearts, Russell Wilson.
Oh, David, hit the button. Come on now. No. You know the one. Mr. Dangerous.
Russell Wilson.
If he's a top 5 QB for this week, quarterbacks opted out of the week.
Thank you.
David, I thought it was a big mistake. I think he's your quarterback for the year.
Well, he was
That team just looked different when he was there. So, just saying.
But Rico, what it boils down to is you have to be unlimited.
That's true.
What an absolute weirdo. Unlimited.
Okay.
Go.
At number 3, and there's a reason why he's at 3.
Daniel Jones.
22 of Daniel Jones. Him and Brock Purdy tie for 3. 22 of 25, 280 yards, 2 touchdowns. -4 rushing yards.
Jared Goff.
Jared Goff.
Mobile Goff season. Look,
Yeah.
he's played at an MVP level. He's completing almost 74% of his passes the last 4 games. He has guided 18 touchdowns for this offense to 16 incompletions. Think about that. Goff season, people. And for all you Hendon Hooker people, can it?
David, anything to say about it?
I think this is a fair spot to put him in. Knock him for the -4 yards. So, yeah.
And the reason why, because at number 2, 21 of 33, 323 yards, 2 touchdowns, and he rushed for 1 yard. That'd be Josh Allen.
He hasn't thrown a pick yet.
Yeah.
He's really cleaned it up. He's playing responsible football. I got to see it in December, but he's in the MVP conversation with Goff and Lamar, and I know what you're doing at number 1. Go ahead. Woo!
17 of 22, 281 yards, 5 touchdowns, and he's really mobile, 52 rushing yards. Lamar Jackson, ladies and gentlemen.
He's playing at an unbelievable level. He's got almost 2,000 yards passing, 18 touchdowns. Again, I mean, the fact that he turns into Dexter Manley in the playoffs and can't read a defense, that's fine.
You know what? We'll deal with that when it happens.
In the here and now, he's playing incredible football. He's well on his way to being considered for his 3rd MVP. They sliced up Todd Bowles' blitz packages.
They did. Now, the honorable I thought Justin Herbert, but
honorable mention. How about Kyler Murray?
he was in there too, but Herbert had
little tiny fella. We went out there and gave you a little 44-yard touchdown run. And he's so tiny, that takes 800 steps.
just a bag. Wow.
44 yards when you're 2 feet tall. Pitter patter, pitter patter, pitter patter, pitter patter. It's like a little kid running down the field.
It's like you're talking to a kid. Oh, look at that little guy.
Remember Fred Flintstone, the cartoon, when he'd start his car? Kyler, he did it to your team the week prior, and it still looks like a child with an adult's helmet on.
Yeah,
It's like a Halloween costume.
yeah. You know what? We're just going to end it right there.
He actually is, Jim. He actually is.
But Herbert didn't throw for any touchdowns. He had 350 yards, and the game was just awful.
And they lost 17-15.
It was an awful game.
You score 15 points, you do not get on this list.
And that's why I said the honorable mention. So that's your top 10 list for Week 7, 97.